1 minute warning. Gotham. It's just there's this girl at work that's from Minnesota too, and she reminds me of like those people. Like, I'm surprised she managed to get to Japan. I'm like, wow, she actually challenged herself to get out of that place. Oh man, because it's called the Twin Cities for a reason, right? Like, it's basically a highway between two cities and nothing else is there, and then they filled it up with strip malls in between. So it's like two cities with, like, you know, with all the work provided for all the people that live there. Oh wait, I think we're open. Um, yeah, we are. But like, yeah, they don't do anything. They just live between the two cities. It's the Twin Cities, St. Paul and Minneapolis, with nothing else in between. And it's all flat because of the icebergs that melted into Thousand Lakes there. It's just like there's no hills or anything in nearby. It's just this straight line between the two cities. Cha-ching. It went 40 points above the London high. Nice. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We're back at settlement, by the way. Cha-ching. From the day prior or something? Cha-ching, I took that too. Stop at break even, runner just peeled off. It's a win either way. No. Oh, lovely. I'm just going to see if this runner can do something special or not. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. All right, I'm out. Fuck it. I'm not I don't want to have consistency problems, so I'm going to just take the $1,173 and be like, all right. There's 121 seller at 616.50 that could be getting funky for a slingshot if you pay attention to that value area low at 616.50 and see what happens with that guy. I'm out basically. All right, time to switch to the top step one. Top step. If this 10-minute in the next 2 minutes 42 closes above the London low, it would be interesting. But right now you're playing between like 52 points below the London low and coming back in, and 40 points above the London high and coming back in. So right now it's swept both sides of the range for the day. What's it going to do? But it's held the to the pixel. Exactamundo, dude. Cha-ching. Okay, let's do 3 micros as a wet the whistle on the top step. Let's see what happens. Until we get, if it comes above the 616.50, you could be getting that slingshot. All right. I took the potential slingshot idea. Let's see if it stays above that. I'm just gonna put the stop down there for only $100 if it loses. Nice. Good job. We got another 60. Is that a 69? No, that's 59 lot at 61675. A seller. 59. He was 10 shy of being like raunchy. But they look like they're getting ready for a slingshot to the upside. I'm in it at 61650, as I said. I'm going to move my stop up to the break-even point. Should be good to get up more, maybe, hopefully. All right. Wow, historically, like Thursdays aren't the best for me, but today's pretty good. It's gonna come back and tag my break even. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It tagged my break even. You swept about 483 in sell side. Are the sellers going to take control here? Or are they going to get slingshot? I can't let you do that. He's using. coming above some sellers at 608.75. The final lot bundle at 616.75. Otherwise, sellers in control. Have a good one, man. Peace. Have a good one. Doom, doom. Is there any news? What's up? For TradingView, not really much available. They do have a footprints option, but I don't like the setup for that. It's too confusing and doesn't consolidate the information in a way that would be beneficial. It would probably make it more chaotic, rather. That's why I use a toss, because it's like it color weights things based on numbers, and so it gets you to look at things in a consolidating framework and tries to remove as much noise as possible in the process. If you go to the Ataz channel, there's like templates and stuff, and you can try it out for 14 days and stuff. But other than that, no. It's its own platform, ATAS, Ataz. Yeah. Yeah, but you could try it out for 14 days. I think they have a Black Friday in the Black Friday channel. There's like a Cyber Monday dealio that might still be going on for the week. I'm not sure. Yeah. But just knowing where like actual orders get tagged as a, because there's a lot of like dead zones in between the, you'd think the candles are filled with goodies, but it's actually moving between targets, if you will, or lots of groups of guys. Um okay, so when it moves away from an area, it clears, it hits a bunch of orders, and then it moves away, and then in moving away, it doesn't execute anything in between. There's this emptiness in between where it executed something and then where it's going afterwards, and then that emptiness is the imbalance. So it goes back to that, to be like, in case anyone got an easy entry there, we're going to make you sweat a little bit or make you question your entry. So it repaints everything basically to try to remove those imbalances that it creates from moving. It's like a catch-22 with itself. So it's like violently moving one way and then it violently moves the other. And it's just constantly Pac-Manning between these dots of lots. And so if you can see the lots getting hit and like swept, and that's what like volume sweeps are, is they sweep up different groups of that. And it's like you see sellers get hit and then buyers get hit. And then it's like you can capitalize on the imbalance, or like sweeping too much and clearing out one side, and then you think it's going to go the other way, and you use the candidates as I use them as inflection points where you're like, okay, if it gets above this, then it's going to be doing this objective truth that's not my opinion, and then I just take that theory. Right. And then so that's what the line is, because the violence of moving in one direction creates a gap. And then his indicator draws that line in perpetuity of where that violence took place. And it's not showing you inside the candle, but you can assume by the sheer speed where that violence occurred, where it moves away and creates the gap, that there's an imbalance there. And most times it's true. Mm-hmm. They do have it, but they put it in their ultra premium thing, which is lame because it's free in everywhere else. Like, why did they try to nickel and dime ticks? But ticks are good. It's just trades. Ticks is number of trades. It's not. Mm-hmm. If you look at each candle as an auction, it's good for volume imbalance. So I have that in a toss, and I have that in Ninja Trader, but I also use Renko. Renko is another time bound, or sorry, non time bound one, but I don't like that in TradingView. TradingView is basically good for indicators and making your own indicators, but I don't really like their last few years of nickel and diming. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like them trying to use like time. They use time frames and the ATR of that time frame to make the size or something, and it's like always changing, so you can't dial it in and save it. You know? Yeah. So far, the sellers look like they're getting control. They've gone beneath the sell inflection point, so it looks like it's about to go for the lows unless it comes above this guy. We got the battle for the hourly in 8 minutes, or within the next. Damn, it's pretty like cold. It got a little cold front this last few days here too. Ah, yeah. And it what? What did you say? You walking on the snow? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's like super ice crystal up. I like the winter, but yeah, there's sometimes where it's super cold and you're just like, dang, like it's just chills to the bone cold. After I finish here, I might go running actually. I fell asleep and I didn't do my weight vest jog, so I'm going to try that after this. Make it consistent because I've been doing it every day for like a week. Yeah, it's going to sweep the lows, it looks like. I'm not shorting it, but I'm just saying it looks like the sellers. I mean, we got swept 223 in sell side, and then you're just flirting with like the break of the value area low. What is ES up to? That's generally where you see the connection. It is 58975. ES back at VWAP. Coming back on some seller. Yeah, I'm more interested in seeing the seller fatigue here. That's why I said I didn't take the short. I want to see it come above these inflection points. Again, 608 and 616 will be where the sellers lose control. I'm just taking it on 3 micros. It's just a little little baby trade to get the top step on a day of consistency thing. Well, they're pretty consistent now. As long as you just have the same style and you don't like do anything functified, they're pretty copacetic. And then Top Step has like outages now that they're in control of the platform or whatever. So there's a lot more like iffy things happening there right now, I would say. That's pretty stable. They don't make a peep and they don't have as many people on there, so they're just you know, they are consistent and they want consistent people, so they don't really like advertise the YOLO thing so much. But they have their little sales here and there, and if you just pick up a few and I use them for my data on toss and occasionally as a master account. It's basically those three. All right. Well, I'm just gonna probably just gonna sweep my stop this time. 20 plus years. Yeah. For the most part. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I can carry my own. And my wife is Japanese, so that kind of helps. It's never too late. It's very peaceful and harmonized, and everyone kind of like has an ethical way of conducting themselves, I guess. Relatively, it would be like the Detroit of Japan's, like smack dab in the middle. Yeah, literally, like Toyota's right around the corner, so it's like where they manufacture all the cars. Mm, 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 mm. We get nice. Yeah, Toyota is a nice city. They tried to. Okay, this was a sweep to the low and a comeback in. It swept about 560 in sell side. You got a little bit of a buyer 81 lot at 550 so far, getting that support. Only negative 1K in delta for the sellers for the session. So they haven't really like shown their hand yet, but it could come back on these 1,000 lots of sellers. And we got the hourly close, 15 minutes. Interesting. Midnight. It is midnight. So I like took a power nap and then woke up a little bit later than usual. I was surprised. I was like, I must have been tired. But I was doing some weighted vest like pull ups before I passed out, so that might have been why. I got my like 20 kilogram, 40 pound weight vest. It's pretty fun. Okay, we came above the like seller sweep zone at 560. Do we maintain this and start to get the seller fatigue idea or not? Let's see. Had some buyers just enter 100 lot at 566.50. This is kind of a pivotal character, whether they jitter up to reward this guy or punish him here. To reward or punish, that is the question. I think ES is going to be the thing that shows the hand. So you're just floundering around VWAP on ES. Okay, it looks like it might be getting acceptance of this buyer. And I'm here for that. Okay. Starting to move away from him. That's good for me, because I took that long. I'm just waiting for a little bit more distance, and then I can move my stop. Or not. Yes. Accelerate back into the value area low, please. Or not. Yo, what's up? Boom, 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 boom. Nice. We had 2 wicks on the 1,000 tick in that same region, like rejection to the downside wicks at the previous sweep of the low. Could be attempting to hold that 550 region. I don't know. Oh, or not. You're getting some. It's really hesitant here. Kintsugi. Kintsugi masks. What's that? Meow. That's the way to get past the funk, is to be sized down, not up, I would say. But yeah, you'll get out of it. It happens to the best of us, I think. Nice getting the acceleration above this. I hope it stays this time. I don't like flirting around my entry. Stop at break even. Yeah, no, it's all good. You can. I'm risk off now. It's just profit. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Dope. That's good. Yeah, yeah. No, it makes sense, like, to support, but also be like, when's my time to shine kind of thing. But like, yeah, that's kind of why I got into volume imbalance is because like sometimes you're like, well, why did this trade work and this one didn't? And I just wanted more clarity. And like there was times I started noticing things. It was just like noticing. Like I didn't take like this huge course, but I have like a bunch of free courses on it, or they weren't free. They were basically, five-finger discount free, courses of like Goldman Sachs guy who like made this footprints code, but like basically like yeah, but it was, like I didn't watch the whole thing. Like the best school is the school of hard knocks. So I like learned the hard way, like, okay, if this happens, then this happens. And then it's all these if then statements about lots and what that means. And then I just so it puts a context to the like choppiness. And a lot of times the choppiness has something happening inside it that unless you're looking into the candles, you can't see it. And so it gives you like, okay, there's some sellers stepping up here. They might be getting stronger like that. I don't know. It's I just wanted that, like what you were saying, to add to what you're saying. I just wanted more like confluence, and I wanted more ability to see something worthy of hitting the button, not guess. But yeah, to like the whole idea of like needing to make money. And it's not, and I don't mean like need make money, but of course, if you need to be in a trade, then there's this urge beneath that, which is like an urge to make money. Cause yeah, yeah, or to find it. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. And then like, right. Wah, wah. It's a little bit too choppy now. It hit me at break even, and now I'm just chilling. But oh yeah, those Oni masks. That Oni is a Tengu. There's a Tengu, one of my favorite places to go hiking in Kyoto has the Tengu Shrine, or has the place where Reiki was originating from. Healing hands. Well, you can get vegetables to grow. I went to this seminar. Some student I taught privately, like, insisted I go, and I went. It felt like an indoctrination into a cult, but um, they, they had like they had people sharing like the vegetables they grew with that, and they had like broccoli like the size of a beach ball. I was like, what the so they had things that were like like not fake, that I was like, okay, maybe you can do something with this. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like it was like placebo effect because this student had like seizures and she cured her seizures using that. And then I was like, well, was it? Yeah, you're right, right. I thought it was more like her placebo, like it worked for her because she believed in it and needed to believe in it at that time because she didn't have a solution for why she was having the seizures. And then she managed to will them away using Reiki. And it's like a power of will kind of thing. I think it's a willpower thing more than anything else. But yeah, they have a power spot where that place where they really originated from or whatever. But it's a pretty nice hike through the mountains or whatever. I got my resistance bands and rings coming next week so I can like work on joint and tendon like strength because I think that's the one bottleneck I'm experiencing. I don't think it'll maybe by next year maybe, but I mean I'm noticeably stronger for sure. Short, short, short. If we ever get there. Yeah, he made a couple thousand and then dipped. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Meow. Okay, this is like a bunch of chop right now. It's like watching paint dry. ES kind of broke out from the lows, but um kind of coming back in. And then NQ is actually lower than ES right now, but yeah. Generally, like how indicators work depends on the look back of the candles. So if there's more consolidation, then the look back gets scrubbed by that, and then it gives false signals. Yeah, yeah. Mm, right. Right. All right. So hoping that this doesn't pull back. Ah, shit. Hit the deck. Hopefully with not turned on. You're like, is it under warranty? Oh God. Mm, yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Place was within it, yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That was a sweep to like 900 in sell side. You just had some other sellers hit at 524. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is nice. This is a pretty massive comeback in the range dealio here. I'm trailing this pretty aggressively as a long. Holy snaps. I'm going to peel off at the. Oh, it's going to pull back in. No. Well, it pulled back and got my trailing. But either way, it got paid. Nice. I think I'm going to lock it out there and go running, actually. Yes, lock me out. Okay. That was... Yeah, it is like, it's like rock, paper, scissors, where you try to get the telegraph to move and then move accordingly. that random picture from T.O. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted a second monitor, you know. I wanted to be able to laugh like this, but not have it affect what I'm doing on YouTube. On that note, I'm going to go running with 20 kilograms on, so in the freezing cold. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, have a good one.